again, hate the ending. Yeah, Lou, that's right. That's right. We hate that ending. Hi, it's your girl. This is the third and final time I will film this video. Let's sit and chat. I'm sitting on a pillow. We are going to be talking about my favorite reads of 2024. Now this is big because March of 2024 is when I started reading fiction again, and I have honestly not read that many books since then because I got really into it and then fell off for about 4 months and then got back into it again. So we are going to be talking about my favorite reads of this year. Keep in mind, I'm still trying to figure out, I mean, I know for a fact that I love fantasy, I like thriller, mystery, and I love romance, but not some romance I do not love though. So we're just gonna be talking about all of it. And keep in mind, my plants in the back are quite literally dying. Just ignore it, okay? Just ignore it. Hold on. Oh boy. Oh boy. What am I doing? Why am I having trouble? Ta-da! No, you stay here. These are the books, the physical books that I have, and the other few I read on my Kindle. So let's start off strong with the books that got me into reading again. The Folk Heir trilogy, Cruel Prince, Wicked King, and Queen of Nothing. Now I have to be honest, I don't remember what these are about. I don't remember actually anything except the main character is named Cardan. And then I loved him. I don't know why, I don't know what happens, and I don't know what that says about me. But like, I truly don't remember anything. I just remember that I loved these books. I think I rated all of them 4 stars. Again, I still don't really know how to rate books because I haven't read so many that I have good comparison or know what. Does that make sense? Like, I rated these 4 stars. I rated all of the books in the beginning of my reading journey 4 stars because I didn't want to be too much or rate it too low. Yeah, and again, I can't tell you anything about it, just that I loved it and it made me love reading again and fantasy. So because of that, we love it. Also, I'm gonna keep trying to look at that and not that. All right, the next book. I read 2 romance books that, again, I also rated 4 stars because I just didn't know how to rate books. I don't even know that I do know how now, but here we go. This one, I feel like I'm sweating. That light is so bright. This is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book, so let me put it this way. You're either Team Edward or Team Jacob. You're Team Stefan or Team Damon. Stefan. And there's no like, oh maybe, you know, no, you're on a team, okay? This book follows Emma, and she's with her high school sweetheart. They're in love of her life, they're married, everything's going great. He goes on a trip, goes missing. They figure he's dead because they cannot find him. So now she has to grieve her husband, the love of her life. She meets this guy, Sam, I think. Sam, I was right. Okay, she meets Sam, who used to be like an old friend in high school. They fall in love. He's perfect. Then she finds out, oh my God, my husband is actually alive and he's coming home. Now, I don't know how long it was, years later. It just says years later. I feel like it's like 10 years. Like, it's a big amount of years. And you're right there along with her, like not knowing who to pick. Like, who does she go with? And I have to say, I love her choice. I loved her choice, and it's just a very real book about grief and love and life, and that like you can make a choice that's better for you but may break your heart at the same time. So great book, 4 stars. This book, Flawless by Elsie Silver. I'm sure you all know. Hello. There you go. I'm sure you all know this book, or Elsie Silver in general. This is about a bull rider and his you know, the head guy that kind of helps him with stuff, whatever. He is like, you need to look better in the public eye. I'm hiring my daughter to be your babysitter and keep you in check. They hate each other in the beginning. He's annoyed. She's annoyed. They fall in love, obviously. And it was a really good book, I have to say. I did rate it 4 stars. I will say that I wished there was maybe a little more emotional connection or connection building rather than just like ripping each other's clothes off the whole time. I can't say that I don't like a little smut, but I wish there was a little more like depth. But now that I'm thinking about it, like, was there enough depth? And I can't even speak. Was there enough, that actually hurt. Was there enough depth, or am I tricking myself into thinking there wasn't? I don't know. Regardless, very good book. I would love to read more of her books this year. As I was saying earlier, I was trying to figure out what genre I like because I haven't read fiction books since I was a child. And so I was kind of trying to go in every genre. I read some Freida McFadden books, and my favorite out of all of them that I read, Never Lie. Never Lie by Freida McFadden. This book, like, let me just say this. A book can suck. Well, maybe not suck. Like, a book cannot be that great, but if that plot twist gets me, like, if I can't guess the plot twist and, like, I'm like, by the time the plot twist comes out, like, that's a good book to me. Okay, and this book, I gave 5 stars. It really got me. Like, I was not expecting any of it. And I can't exactly remember the plot. I know there's this author and she lives in this house. There's like a murder. It's just a lot of mystery. I don't remember exactly the actual plot. It's a good ass book. That's all I know. That is all I know. Another book that I don't have the physical possession of, Pen Pal by J.T. Jessinger. This book I gave 4 stars, and I'll tell you why. The pet names, his pet name for her, Bunny, and his, Lion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hard pass on that. I was very disturbed by this. I'm editing and I just want to add, okay, I look sick. I just want to add that I didn't read any trigger warnings for this book, and I kind of wish I did, because I don't know if I could say this word on YouTube, but like SA, like, she was kind of into that, and I didn't know that before it started happening. So I was reading and I was like, what's going on? And then I realized she liked it, so I was like, okay. But without knowing that that's what was happening, I was a little like, what's happening here? I don't know if that's spoiling anything, but like, read the trigger warnings. Read the trigger warnings. Honestly, like I was saying before about plot twists, if the plot twist on this book did not rip me apart, I wouldn't have liked it at all. But those pet names really got to me. That's why it's not a 5-star. And also, I also wanted more of an emotional connection with them. Not that they didn't have it, but just like so much sex. Like, so much. And I didn't need all of that. Like, I didn't need all of that. But regardless, the plot twist made the book amazing. Amazing. I'm sorry, my eyes are kind of tweaking out right now. My eye has been twitching all day. That is really bright, and I'm trying to look at that and that, but like seeing that in the background, my eyes are hurting. So I'm trying to get through this video. If I look cross-eyed at all, that's why. Let's just move on. So I went through a 4-month book slump, reading slump, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it. I picked up Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and I have to say, once you see the cover, so pretty, so pretty. I have to say, Rebecca Yarros, you and me are gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem, okay? I read, okay, these are both like 600 pages long. I read both books in 3 days because I just couldn't put them down. I just couldn't put them down. I love Xaden, first of all. Second of all, like, I know a lot of people have some mixed reviews about this book, and I gotta say that I don't agree. I kind of understand. Like, let's say I liked a book. I'm not saying it's a good book. I'm saying I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time reading it. I'm not saying the writing was fantastic. I'm not saying the plot was amazing. I'm not saying that I loved everything about it, but did I enjoy it? Yes. Very much so, yes. And I can't wait for this third book, but I'm a little scared because I really don't like how she left this. Again, we're gonna fight, okay? I am not happy with the way that she did this. So I'm really a little nervous for this third book. But I'm gonna reread Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and then read Onyx Storm. Maybe I'll make a video of me doing that. Let me know if you want that. I'm not even gonna tell you the plot of those because it's a very popular book right now and you already know. Just like the next books. Oh, by the way, Fourth Wing I did 5 stars, Iron Flame I did 4 stars because I, again, hate the ending. Yeah, Lou, that's right. That's right. We hate that ending. Y'all have all read or heard about this series. Louie, I'm gonna need you to be quiet for a minute. Louie, I originally read Avatar 3 years ago. 3 years ago. 3 years ago in December. Lou, if you keep it up, buddy. That was my first little glimpse of like fictions since I was a kid, and I was upset. I was like, I don't like this because why am I not Feyre? And why am I not in this mystical land? And why do I not have a cute guy? Which now, he's not a cute guy. Okay, he's not a cute guy. So then March comes, I buy the whole series, I read ACOTAR again, loved it. Lou. Well, you're really thirsty, huh? You can tell I'm sweating because my hair's starting to frizz. Yeah, so I read the ACOTAR again, and then I read part of A Court of Mist and Fury. Couldn't get into it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reread it. I'm gonna reread ACOTAR. So I reread ACOTAR, 3 stars maybe. I think I gave it 4 stars, but I'd say 3. I read A Court of Mist and Fury. Yeah, I love this. I ate it up. When I read it though, I was like, this is my favorite book of the series. I do love this book for the romance. I love it, okay? A Court of Wings and Ruin. Wings? Why did that sound weird? I just finished this 2 days ago. I have to say it took me a little while to get into it because I hated the situation Feyre was in. And I was like, yeah, like I don't want to read about this bag. I'm sorry for my language, but also I hate him. So finally read it, and I think this might be my favorite because, like, again, I love this for the romance, but this has so much plot. We get to know the characters so much more. There's so much action. I'm literally reading it like, it's so good. It's so good, and I'm really excited to read the rest of the books. I have to admit that I'm kind of trying to take a little break from her world, at least these books, because it's a lot, and I might need a little, like, what's the word? Palette cleanser before I finish this series. At the same time, I was reading this book. I'm watching like spoiler-free, like Throne of Glass videos, and like I'm so ready to read that. Like I'm just so ready to read it. But I know I have to finish this first. I have 2 books left. Technically 1, because the novella is a novella and it's not even really a book. That, my friends, is my favorite reads of the year and my first official year as a reader. Well, not in my life, but like in my adult life. My first official adult year of reading. And I'm very excited to make more book videos, but also just get back to YouTube in general. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know down below if you want me to do like a spoiler-free reading vlog of Throne of Glass, because I'm definitely gonna do that. I might do that in February and just try to do it the whole month. Regardless of whenever I do it, I'm doing it because I want to read it, and I'm very excited for this year of reading. So that being said, thank you so much. It's actually Christmas right now, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Bye!